Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crazy Cube Dude here, and now that we've finished both the Dark and the Hero story, well, I completed the Hero story on my Dark file that I recorded for this playthrough, just so that we could see what you're about to see.
The ultimate life form. Chaos control.
Space
Desperation.
Supersonic
Collision. Untamed power. Chaos emerald.
Professor Gerald, the truth about 50 years ago.
Sonic Adventure 2, last episode. Wishes are eternal.
Or as I like to call it, where the plot hole, the black hole of plot hole is summoned. With that being said, guys, let's begin. And for completing both stories on one file, we get the last story. I am, if you can't tell by the time, I am doing this all in one part. This is the finale of Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough. Well, Sonic Adventure 2 battle playthrough, that's semantics. And we begin here with the end here of the I can't talk. The end of the Dark story. We actually figure out what. Well, there we get to find out what this is all about. I cannot talk today.
It's my grandfather, Gerald Robotnik.
Oh boy, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that vibration?
Hey, wait! Someone is coming.
You haven't given
All the
up
characters
yet?
are finally meeting up.
It's all over for us.
What do you
I
mean?
just received a message from my boss. This space colony Ark is currently approaching the Earth at an incredible velocity.
Then why aren't they still shaking?
Probably will impact Earth.
And you're saying that so calmly.
What's that on the screen?
The thing that creates all the plot holes of this entire game, for the most part.
For every human being on Earth. If my calculations are correct, the space colony Ark will impact the Earth in 27 minutes and 53 seconds. All of you will be destroyed, along with your beloved planet Earth.
I'm not going to talk much about it, but yeah, this is a whole lot of plot hole that's about to open up. But it tries to, like, give the story a lot more weight than the initial story or Hero or Dark story, so I actually like it a lot. Plot holes aside.
Once I initiate this program, it cannot be disabled. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Ready!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I believe that's supposed to be his execution.
You a taste of my revenge.
The vibration's getting worse.
Oh, now it's vibrating.
One of the greatest scientific minds in the world, and my grandfather.
I guess we couldn't watch the cutscene if it was constantly vibrating all over the place, but they should not be able to have these conversations.
I'd have done this a long time ago if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive.
Just letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
Yeah, like I said, he got a he's got his piloting license from Captain Olimar.
I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind.
Yeah, this is a whole lot of cutscene and exposition dump and a whole lot of story crammed in here at the end, but
project that I had been working on.
both
My
stories
colleagues
set
at
the
the
stage and
research
put these
facility,
guys in
my
space,
granddaughter, Maria,
and it uses
I hope
the
you are all
underlying,
The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from
some
falling
little
into the wrong
nuggets of
hands.
information pieced throughout to
The Ark was shut down.
create this final epic scenario that we find these two stories concluding into.
Name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for.
And this is how Eggman knew about his grandfather and creating the ultimate life form, and all of his research, and what kickstarted all this game's entire events by Eggman infiltrating the base to figure out what it was, and it was Shadow, and here we are.
Original projections. I was able to complete my project, Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him.
So I believe that Gerald programmed Shadow to do exactly what he said, what he started doing when Eggman woke him up.
That's why you released Shadow from the base.
And Shadow also had his personal goal of Maria. But we'll see how that all turns out.
My grandfather predicted. That mad scientist.
That should be you, right? We have to stop the space colony now.
The space colony arc position may have shifted due to the amount of energy given off by the emeralds. We have to stop the energy.
But how?
Yeah, how?
That's it. There is a way to stop the energy. We have to use your emerald. You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop
Emerald looks like
the
he's
Chaos
blushing
Emerald.
there. I know it's just the color of the model, but it looks like he's blushing there in his cheeks. They're right at the end.
The reaction of
And the Master Emerald
is
shrunk for some reason.
core. It may be too late.
There still may be some time left if we pull together.
We get all the different character themes here for the most part, and it's really odd, but I kind of like it. I mean, we get this music again. How can I not like it? If you couldn't tell by the length of the
No
part
worries.
here,
Just leave it to me.
uh,
I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
oh wait, I already mentioned that. Oops. Yeah, this is all in one part, guys.
System alert. System alert.
I wanted to make this finale feel like something epic, like how I feel like it is. This final story is actually one of the reasons I love this game so much. If it was just the two stories, it'd be fun enough, but this final story, as much as I don't go back to play it, it really does make this whole story, especially the final couple cutscenes and the bosses, it really does make it feel grand, and like something happened here, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain. But the gimmick of this level, if you couldn't tell, is these time stopper things. They will freeze time. I actually didn't notice this until just now, but they actually freeze the in-game timer as well. But you want to time it just right so that, well, that doesn't happen because now I can't progress. But they weren't joking when they said they'd all be working together. We start out as Tails, and the laser grids also deactivate with the time thing. We actually have to let it fall for a second so we can hop on the suitcase. But they weren't joking when they said that they were all gonna work together as a team, because we're here at the Tails' mech level, and once we open this blast door, we switch to another character. We switch to Eggman. Yeah, we get to play as all the characters in this final stage. Now you may be asking, how the heck do they do the treasure hunting characters in these stages? Well, they aren't exactly treasure hunting. There's no radar or anything like that. But this very level is actually what I recommended you get the air necklace for. I did this very level is why I consider the air necklace quote-unquote mandatory, and we'll see that here in a couple levels. Well, not a couple levels, in a couple sections. These sections are rather short, if you can't tell. But if you don't know what you're doing, they can add up to a significant amount of time. You have to actually bait these guys and wait for them to drop their shields before you fire. And I believe Squadron Gadget just walked in the front door. Yep, there he is. Funny story about this this section actually. The red things here, you can actually stand on the edge of those and cheese this section a little bit. You have to follow what direction the lights are going on the blocks to know what direction they're going. Just a heads up in case that was not obvious. I believe we are almost here at the end. Almost. To this day, I still have no idea how to get over there, but just fall here, kind of guide yourself a little bit, sneak behind the chaos creatures, best way to avoid them. Yeah, literally just fall as close to the wall as you possibly can. You do have to destroy both of these guys, so just mash B, and here we go. So that's exactly the block that we want to stand on, but I have no points to platform over to hover to get over there. Please tell me this is going up. Oh, no, of course it wasn't. Okay, this one should be going up, and I should be able to just make it over there. There we go. And here we are. We are here at the treasure hunting level. Well, quote-unquote treasure hunting level. This is just Rouge, and you want to follow these pillars up in a certain sequence. You can see just progress up. And you want to hit this switch over here that's going to lower the gate. There's no treasure hunting, but we are quote-unquote finding a switch. Finding it if you don't know where to go and what you're doing. With these sections here, you have to freeze time just so that you have enough space to make it up here, or to make it through the tunnel while the block is out of your way. If you don't, then, well, it'll block your path. It's a block. So you hit the switch and avoid the chaos creature. You don't really have to worry about it so much on your way back. Don't get hit by the robot. You do have to hit the switch here to stop the waterfall. You can't make it through the waterfall. And that's it. That's it for Rouge. And now we have Knuckles portion. So yeah, we filled this entire section up with water. This is the exact reason why I suggest you get the air necklace and why I made so much of a point of it. So, first thing you want to do, go down here, flip that time switch that Rouge just did. Make it over here, make it up here. And just barely get past the electric gate or the laser gate before time runs out. And flip that switch so that the laser grid opens up. And now you can make your way through. But see, all of this is water. And if we didn't have the air necklace, we'd have to constantly be searching for bubbles like in the classic days. And then that can happen. There are bubbles here. It can be done. I have done it, but it's a pain in the butt. And now we're introduced to a current, and the current will stop us from moving in the direction the current is not flowing. That's kind of what a current does. So you have to hit the switch to freeze the current. And wow, I did not know that freezing time also froze Omochao. That's kind of funny. it's a little forgiving in how, and like, if you're really close to the end of the tunnel, it won't like punish you, but it's not super generous either. It's just the right amount. This one's kind of a pain. You have to hit a double switch here. Oh, and I almost had that. But see, there are bubbles around here. It is doable, but it's, trust me, the air necklace is very... Alright, third time's the charm, I guess. I knew I shouldn't have expected too easy of a time. Alright, I should get it this time. There we go. Luckily, I don't believe it makes you go back. Once you hit the switch, yeah, that's it. Alright, that's it for Knuckles' portion. All that's left are the speedster characters. And we are on Sonic's portion now. You're our last chance. Yeah, I'm not gonna really be coy about this for too long. We only play as 5 out of the 6 characters. We don't play, you have to destroy that enemy, by the way. If you don't, then, oh boy. Oh, time thing. That's what I was looking for. You have to destroy that enemy across the way there. If you don't, then the door won't open. Golden enemy, get your way up here. Use this time slot here to freeze the sand and make your way over here. But we only play as 5 out of the 6 characters, and there's a reason for that. But I'm gonna, if you're good enough, you can homing attack up here and jump over there. But I'm actually gonna show off what you should do, what you can do. There's Big over there in the corner. You want to jump down there if you can't make your way across initially. To jump on that block there to get the time freezy thing. You saw what I did. You know what I did. I was just showing that for the people who might need it, but you can hop across that initially if you are fast enough. And this is it. This is the end of the level, guys.
Yes!
All that's left are cutscenes and 2 bosses, and that's it. That's the end of the. That'll be it, guys.
Barely made it.
E rank. I'm not too concerned about it. And here we have the one reason Amy is in this game at all. And this role was given to Chris in the Sonic X anime. Fun fact.
I really gotta stop whining. Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I.
Oh, you're only just now realizing this.
Shadow, we need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most.
It's supposed to be a sad moment. We know because of the music.
Selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance. Shadow, I beg you.
Uh-oh, you triggered a flashback.
Do it for me. For better
Maria!
future. For all people who live on that planet. Give them a chance to be happy. Let them live for their dreams.
He's finally remembering what she said.
You know you can do it.
What she actually said.
That's the reason why you were brought into this world.
And now he's going to fulfill his actual purpose instead of what Gerald Robotnik programmed him to do.
That's what I promised her. And I must keep that promise. That's what Maria
He shed a shingle tear. He is biologically alive. He has emotions. He shed a tear.
What's that? It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald.
They probably designed the core like the shrine to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Makes sense to me.
All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my
Knuckles, here it
loss and despair. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
And there is the Biolizard that we were teased.
Could this be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated?
Leave this one to me.
Shadow, what are you doing?
And now we get the real ultimate life form. It's the prototype versus the final product. I know everyone jokes about how you go from a 3'3", you go from a giant Biolizard to a 3'3" hedgehog, but I don't know. Clearly, he did something right because Shadow is, well, Shadow, and this guy is, he's kind of big and has issues. But what you want to do, this is kind of reminiscent of the King Boo fight, King Boom Boo, whatever, the Knuckles fight in the Hero story. You just want to run in a circle until it stops. Be mindful of the floor. You will get sucked away if you don't jump over the sand pit. But once it gets tired out, just grind on the rail and jump up there and homing attack its pack up there. It's life support pack. I don't know what this thing is. Kind of reminds me of Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. I don't know. I can't be the only one who sees it, right? But you want to jump and somersault up, over and under these. You see what I'm doing. So we get a level as, oh geez, a level as 5 out of the 6, and as the 6th we have a boss fight. I'd say it's pretty cool for a final story. Gives everyone their own time in the spotlight. Grab as few rings here as you can. You can save yourself. That was close. Oh boy. Oh, come on, not again. Okay, you want to stand far enough back so you have enough time to react, of course. And grab as few rings as possible. You want to have them on standby if you need them. Oh boy. Okay. He gives you a decent amount of time to attack him once he's like tired and out of breath, but not too much time. You can only afford like one mess up, maybe 2, if it was fast enough. But you don't want to squander it too much. After this, he adds another phase to his repertoire here. And there's no way to circumvent this whatsoever, outside of like hacking, of course. But to my knowledge, there's no way to circumvent this. And I've been playing this for years, as I've stated many times. Yeah, he'll summon these pink balls, and oh jeez. Oh no. Rings. Yeah, you want. That's why I said you want them on standby. They will attack you, obviously. And if you don't do it quick enough, then, oh boy, come on. Homie. It's like they know, like, right where I am. This might be where, really? Okay. Take 2. If I don't get it this time, I might just cut. I really don't want to cut in the final episode, but that was stupid. Like, it was just out of my homing attack range, and right when I was done homing attacking, it, okay, hit number 1. I guess I could take this time to just start going over my overall thoughts and feelings with the playthrough and just the game overall. If you can't tell, I love this game to pieces, and plot holes and issues with certain levels and whatnot aside, or mechanics and whatnot here or there, no game is perfect. No game will ever be perfect, but it's the fun that you have, and I've always had fun with this game, as much as I may gripe about it sometimes. I can always pop this game in and have fun with it, without a doubt. I think it goes without saying that the hero story is, I think I've said this before, but the hero story is slightly more enjoyable to go through, and I couldn't tell you why. It's not even control or whatnot. It might just be go straight down to level design and length. I feel like the dark I feel like the dark levels, the dark story levels are just a little bit too long at points, but I don't know, that could just be me. Okay, now we're at the halfway point again. See, that didn't take too long. Those pink balls are a little annoying, but I'd argue that the last phase is the most annoying. But I don't know, that could just be me. Alright, let's do this one more time. There we go. Yeah, the problem is you don't want to take too long to get up there, but at the same time, you have to extend your homing attacks and time them just right so that you can get up there. It's weird. But we're on the last two hits here, and then all there is the final fight. And given that this was an early 3D era, or 3D modern Sonic game, I think there's only one way that they're gonna end off and end this game off and end off these fights and end off everything. I think we all know what it is. It's Super Sonic. Okay, and alright, painless enough. Oh boy, I say that and I got hit. What the heck? I can't. Oh, okay, whew. Get rings as soon as you can. You do not wanna. You wanna have at least one hit point going into this. Okay, whew. There you go. Just weave your way in between them. Get on that platform, jump and homing attack, and there you go. That is the final boss, true boss of Sonic Adventure 2. And now all that's left is the final boss after an epic cutscene. I'd say this is definitely up there as top 3 of my favorite supersonic transformations.
Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this.
I mean, I guess it's kind of cheating and obvious what my other two favorite are. Hint, they're tied to my other two favorite Sonic games. I think the Bio-Lizard is a little bit injured.
Is it gone?
Is that what Chaos Control is?
I mean, I would think you would know. You're kind of the one who taught us what Chaos Control was, but okay. Let Eggman explain over in a horribly echoed PA system.
Sonic?
I love this look that Sonic gives Shadow here, and I love the just deer in the headlights look that Knuckles gives both of them. But Sonic's looking at Shadow going, I know what to do, but can Shadow do what I'm about to do? He can use Chaos Control, so maybe he can. And, I guess Shadow knew exactly what Sonic was thinking, because here they go. Introduction of a hedgehog? Of course, we have to give him a super form. I don't know, is this Super Shadow or Hyper Shadow? Whatever you guys want to call it. Super Sonic. I really, really, really hope we get to see Super Sonic in Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel in 2022. They didn't do it in the first movie, which I understand why. But since they made a hit with the first one, time to do it with the second one. Please, Sega. Anyway, time for the final boss and the final hazard. Appropriately named, I'd say. But it's B to go down, A to go up, and all you have to do is hit the sore spots. Collision is a little bit weird on it sometimes. Ow boy. Really? You're gonna give me a hard time here? Of course. So, there we go. If you actually, the longer you take here, actually, you'll start to see a red hue around the screen, showing that it's actually getting closer to Earth, which is a really interesting touch. It's starting to burn as it enters the atmosphere. But you got dots to dodge, you got lasers to dodge. Just hit the sore spots on all the, well, as you switch out. You can switch out manually, I do believe. Yes, yes, you can. I'm an idiot. But that's if you get low on rings, so that you don't. So that you. Would you? Thank you. So that you don't immediately die. You do have a second life, quote unquote.
Here I come, you creep.
But we have there, we have the very awesome Live and Learn playing in the background. One of the first times, if not the first time, the final. Oh wow, bad clipping issues there with the cord. But yeah, thanks Sonic. You mentioned what I was explaining, but I believe this is the first, if not one of the first, if not the first time that the final boss had lyrics. Actually, it might be one of the only times, now that I'm thinking about it, that every time else was just instrumentals. But if you do it right, Shadow will be the final hit that you deliver to this creature, which I believe is appropriate. Come on. Yeah, all the other characters start chiming in. Oh, come on. You had to cross right there. He crossed the streams. Oh, really? Oh, come on. Yeah, the sore spot will actually change. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Just, oh, come on. What? I hit the spot. It changed right as I was. Come on. There. I was trying to change characters. I was pressing every button. I didn't know how to do it. It could have been epic. But instead, it turned into a fail because the spot had to change right when I was there, and the collision. I couldn't figure out the button. Is it one of the sticks? I'm using a controller. You can do it. I just don't know what button it is. I didn't program the button. It's not exactly homing, I have to say. Sorry to ruin the epicness, but
Now it's up to you, Sonic.
well, that's the recording curse for you. It had to rear its ugly head one last time. Yeah, you know what I have to say? I would really, really, really love to get an SA1, SA2, Heroes even collection, and they remastered, like actually that was weird. Actually remastered all of them. Like I'm talking HD, like Sonic Unleashed style. imagine this cutscene that you're about to see, this final cutscene, with the animation from the opening of Sonic Unleashed. It would be amazing. That's actually one of the reasons I love the X incarnation so much. Due to the animation style, it gave it the like, you know, DBZ lasers that it deserved. Come on, don't make this final hit this much of a pain for me. There we go. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, in under 2 minutes this time, for the final hazard. That was the final boss, and there's nothing left for me to do. I'm putting the controller down. Nice ending frame there, and imagine this cutscene in like super CG animation. But still enjoy it for what it is, because this cutscene alone is what makes this like half of this final story.
Now, Shadow! Chaos Control!
And Shadow, unfortunately, did not survive the teleportation for some reason. In X, it gives more of a reason. Here, it just kind of happens, but okay. But everyone is saved.
Where is Shadow?
Everyone's here except for Shadow.
Do you really think that the professor created him, Shadow, to
And
carry
here are
out
the credits.
revenge on all those who live here on Earth?
He was what he was. A brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well said, Sonic, well said.
I guess you're right.
As a child, I looked up to my grandfather because of all
We get all sorts of amazing character interactions right here, and final thoughts from our characters.
a great scientist like him. But did he really mean to destroy us?
No matter the faults of this game, plot holes and all,
We all did it together.
every time I play through this story,
You're right.
this ending right here makes everything worth it.
So what's next for you, Rouge?
The whole game is fun to go through,
Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this
and the
one.
ending just solidifies it.
For too little pay.
As Iron Man
I've
said,
got
part of the
something
journey is the
better
end.
than jewels that I'm thinking about right now. It'll all work out. You'll see.
If you say so.
Created the ultimate life form.
What's the matter?
Don't worry, guys, Shadow will be back. You just didn't know it at the time.
Oh, it's nothing. Come on, let's go home. To the planet as cool and blue as me.
Oh, Sonic always with the one-liners.
Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sayonara indeed. And as we end here on the credits, there's no more dialogue. Final thoughts here. Just wanted to say thank you all for joining me on this run. It's been a blast. Yeah. I don't know. There's I feel like there's always more that I could say during a playthrough, something I didn't mention here, something I forgot to say here. But, you know, no commentary will ever be perfect. There's always something you're gonna forget. No review will ever be perfect. But you do what you can, and I'm pretty happy with what I've made for you here. And I hope you'll join me for all my future games, my future endeavors. I've definitely decided what my next game is gonna be, and the hint I gave before still stands. It will be a blind run in more ways than one. That's all I'm gonna say about that for now. But yeah, it's crazy to have this game finally done and completely uploaded for YouTube for all to see. In great quality, mind you. It's always been a dream come true for mine. This was one of the first games I ever wanted to record, and as I said in part 1, one of the first game to really catch me and really make me wanna watch YouTube and caught my interest and made me wanna do YouTube. This is one of the first games that introduced me to 3D Sonic. It really was. This and a playthrough on YouTube by Kellen Lod, Chaos Link 93, as I mentioned 10 years ago in my original playthrough. I could not thank Navy Blue Gamer and Squadron Gadget enough for everything that they've done to allow for this to happen, and so special shout out to them, of course, for this first playthrough and all of my subsequent playthroughs. There's always more I could say, but I think that ending image of Shadow is a pretty good one to end things off on. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching, and side note, real quick, if you are missing the emblem, it's because this was actually a re-recording that I had to do. Full disclosure, I'll leave you to figure out where the cut was, where I put in the new footage, and yeah, I'll actually let you look at this for a second. But thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to show you more content in the future. Thank you all for watching. This has been Crazy Cute Dude with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I'll see you all for all my future endeavors. Peace out, everybody.